particular job. You know, professionalism in politics, professionalism in firefighting, professionalism in policing, professionalism in any profession, for me, is very important. And I don't know how you would be able to do that with term limits. You know, but I also would like to see, since it's a reality, I would like to see a more fair and balanced way of doing it. Maybe this is it. I'm not really sure on this one. Again, I'll probably call somebody like Lily Brown and our current assemblyman, and what's his name again? I forgot his name.
Jared Huffman.
Jared Huffman. I'm sorry. Sorry, Mr. Huffman. I didn't mean to slight you, sir. I think I'll call both of them and kind of get their input on it and decide how I'm going to vote on that. I think it's a very important thing. Yeah. Man, boy, what are we going to do for president in the Democratic Party?
Well, that sure is the question right now. You know, most years by this point, you'd have one candidate who'd really be standing out as the leader in the pack, who had won all the primaries and all the caucuses and really had it wrapped up. But this year, you know, not only we're having our primaries a lot earlier, but we're having them in a different order than we used to have them before.
Right.
We had Nevada really early this year, and it's really, I think, changed the way a lot of people look at the process. And this year, you know, on the Democratic side, it's just all over the map. We've still got three really good candidates who are still in the race. All the signs are that all three of them are going to stay in the race all the way to the finish line. And which one of them is going to win, I think nobody knows. And it's really interesting. You know, I would say one thing to your viewers out there is, as you're watching this race, anytime there's another primary or caucus, you're going to hear some talking head on TV that's going to tell you that one candidate or another now has the advantage or now has the lead. And you know, in that regard, the only thing that really ultimately matters is how many delegates they have.
Right, exactly.
It doesn't matter how many votes they got in any given state. It doesn't matter if they did a lot better than the other two, or if they did a little bit better, or if they're almost tied. The whole issue is delegates. So if you look at Nevada, for example, a lot of people said, hey, Hillary Clinton won that because she got more votes. But if you look closely, she actually got fewer delegates.
Right.
Obama got more delegates. So in that way, he was the winner.
Right.
So even there in Nevada, it's kind of hard to tell who the winner was.
Hey.
It's a tough year.
You know, I guess for me, you know, when I'm looking at this election, I say hallelujah, you know. We've got some outstanding people running for office. No matter what happens, it'll be a first. Whether it's John Edwards, whether it's Hillary Clinton or Barack Obama. I personally am supporting Barack Obama because I believe in this new future, the idea of yes we can. I believe in that. However, I also believe in everything the other two candidates are talking about. So myself personally, I'm going to vote for Barack Obama. However, I don't think I'm going to issue a public opinion about what other people should do in this situation. I think it should be, you know, each person's personal choice. I know one thing, that all three of these candidates would be the very best president that we've had in 8 years. That's for sure.
Absolutely for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely for sure.
You know, they will bring things to the table, even if they bring 1/10 of the things that they're talking about, and get them passed, knowing that there's going to be compromise and things like that, because that's just the way politics is. I've had to experience that myself. But it certainly will be a welcome change, and I'm really hoping and praying that this will come about, and that that will change this administration. On the Republican side, I'm really frightened that they will once again have either Bush heavy or Bush light. I mean, it depends on who wins, you know. But in any event, I think they want to treat government, which is supposed to be the protector of the people, which is supposed to take care of natural disasters and things of that nature. And we've seen the examples of what running government as though it were a business. I mean, this is probably, if this were my business, I would think of it as probably the most sloppily run business that there ever has been. And I know that these individuals on the Democratic side will be a vast improvement over that. So,
absolutely. And with all three of those Democratic candidates, there are a lot of opportunities to volunteer and get involved too.
oh, absolutely.
Here in Marin, all three of them have really active grassroots campaigns. All three of them obviously have good websites, and they all have California headquarters, which are listed on the websites generally in San Francisco. So if you get on the websites and go to the San Francisco headquarters, they can get you hooked up with all kinds of things to do here in California to get involved. And since this year in California we get to vote in the primaries pretty early on, we're going to really make a big difference here. So unlike past years where California was practically the last state to vote, we're actually going to make a big difference this year. So I really encourage people to get involved with all three of those candidates, whichever one is the best fit for you.
Yeah, and I would absolutely agree. For me, Barack Obama is my first choice because he seems to be the one that is talking about the more positive approach. However, the other two are also pretty positive.
Well, yeah, I've had some conflict at home because I'm an Edwards fan and my wife is a Clinton fan, and so we're on the same page there. But the Clinton folks make a good point that Hillary Clinton has a lot of experience.
Yes, she does.
And healthcare is going to be a big